So, I thought I'd make another video. I haven't made a video in a while, um, and I want to show you that uh, my record collection still exists. Whoops, I apologize. I said my record collection. It's not mine, only mine. It's mine and my partner's. We've been collecting vinyl records for years. We've been collecting um, uh, CDs and DVDs for years. A lot of music related stuff. My spouse and I, we love music. We love all genres of music. We got together. When we got together, it was pretty much the majority of our conversations were around what we liked in terms of like music tastes, music genres, music groups, um, and we really had a intimate connection uh, through and via music. So, saying that, I think I am going to set my phone down and maybe go through, look at all my records. I know that they're filed alphabetically. I'm anal retentive in that way. Um, but yeah, they're alphabetically. So I could actually, or I actually know that this here are D's because of the box sets that are there. But what I want to do is I want to just kind of like blindly go to one of the shelves and pick a record and see what images, what stories, what thoughts, what memories they bring back to me. So let me just kind of like walk backwards and kind of like pick one from one of these piles here. Let's see, what do we got over here? Do I want to go over here? No, maybe over here. Let's go over here. So I'm gonna pull a record out and see what it um, uh, kind of memories it gives out. This is a fairly new record, actually. This is something that came out 2 years ago. It's a special colored vinyl. The artist is James Blake and Little Yachty, and it's called Bad Cameo, and it's by James Blake and Little Yachty. So I gotta tell you, I don't really know who Little Yachty is, but I love, one of my favorite male vocalists is James Blake. And the first song I ever heard of his was, oh, I can't remember, maybe 2000 and, could it be 2006? My goodness. I don't remember the year, but the first song I ever heard from James Blake was called Limit to Your Love, and that frickin' blew me away. I loved it. And ever since then, I've been buying his records blindly. I don't care to listen to them. I love his voice. I love his style. I love his emotion. I've given um, a lot of listen to his music, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I just said there. I'm not going to edit that. I'm just going to leave it because that's who I am. I'm don't want to edit anything because this, what you get is what you see. So let's take a look. This album, I haven't really listened to this a lot. I've heard a couple of tracks on it. Like I said, there's so many records I listen to a lot. I haven't really deeply listened to this one. I have. I do enjoy it, but like I said, James Blake is I like a lot, and I don't really have any negative or positive comments about Little Yachty because I'm not 100% sure of who he is. So this is the inside insert, and that's Little Yachty there. It's very cool. Very handsome guy. And this is the flip side, James Blake and Little Yachty again. So it's a cool inner sleeve. then if you look at the record, I have them protected in record sleeves. But if you look at the record, it's really cool because it's a colored vinyl. It's purple vinyl. I remember when I ordered this originally from one of the shops here in Toronto, Canada. That's purple. It's so amazing. So it's really cool. But yeah, when I ordered this initially from one of the shops in Toronto, they sent me the incorrect colored vinyl. They sent me just a standard black vinyl, and it kind of pissed me off because I really wanted the purple. Anyways, the store I bought it from, called Dead Dog Records in downtown Toronto, I told them the scenario, and they were happy to send me the colored vinyl because they still had it, which was great. So Dead Dogs, shout out to you. They're awesome record store. So yeah, this album here, like I said, it's called Bad Cameo. It features 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tracks. Side A includes Save the Savior, In Grey, Midnight Woo, the title track Bad Cameo. Side B is got Missin' Man twice, Transport Me, Run Away from the Rabbit, and Red Carpet. It came out in 2024. This pressing is actually German pressing. I do enjoy the cover. It's kind of like reminds me of a Sunday morning with my old friends going to the local breakfast bar, and we would have breakfast after a night out or a couple of night outs the night before. It just gives off that vibe anyways, the cover. It's kind of cool. It's a great record. From what I remember, because again, like I haven't listened to it too many times, but it's, like I said, it's James Blake. I can't go wrong with him. I love his voice, and I love all the records he's done thus far. So that's that one. So this one, I really... Oh, it's got a parental advisory sticker on it. So obviously they're swearing, which is fucking awesome. Whoops. Anyways. So I think I'm going to give a more in-depth review of this record once I really listen to it from start to finish. And then I can give a more detailed account of this actual record. So I'm going to put this one back, or just leave it here for now, and see what else I can pull out. I don't want to take too much time, but like I said, I want to get excited about all my records. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to reach down here, I think, and see if I can pull something out from this area here. See what this brings. Oh, look at this. This is Honey Dijon. This is actually a single. And my God, Honey Dijon has blown up in the last couple of years. She went from kind of obscurity, like an underground DJ producer, to like this huge, massive artist, producer, remixer. She's amazing. She, for me, can do no wrong. This here came out in... several years ago, actually. It's an EP called Slap, and it is remixes, and it's got so the artist is obviously Honey Dijon, and then there's a featured artist, Chanel Trey, featuring Sadie Walker, and it's this first song is Show Me Love, the Shake the Earth remix. Yeah, completely amazing. Then side A2 is Honey Dijon featuring Mike Dunn and Rick Wilson, and it's Seize Up, the Southside remix, another fantastic house track. Then B1 is Honey Dijon featuring Dope Earth Alien, right? Amazing. And this is that's called "It's Quiet Now," the Sunlight remix. And then the last song on side B is Honey Dijon featuring Hadaya George, and the song is called "Not About You," Set You Free remix. I mean, like I said, Honey Dijon, you can't do any wrong. Amazing, amazing DJ, amazing producer and remixer. So this is fantastic. She did a track for Madonna called "I Don't Search, I Find," which was amazing. Such a great groove. She turned like an already dancey song to a much more elevated house version of that track. "I Don't Search, I Find" by Madonna. And funny enough, that was Madonna's last number one on Billboard's Hot Club Dance Play chart. So that was her 50th number one on that chart. And it was a Dijon remix. So yeah, Honey Dijon remix. So that's another great artist, another great record. I think what I could do is maybe we'll do 5 and then call it a night, right? Because I don't want you guys getting bored if there's anybody out there listening to me or watching this video. So I'm going to waddle back. Yeah, I said waddle. I'm going to waddle back and let's see. I'm going to go up in this area here and pick something from here and see what surprise we get. So this is, yes. This is another 12-inch single. And this is from a group back in the early 80s to mid 80s. They were pretty big. They had 2 huge hits back in the 80s, and they were mildly, well, actually they were controversial. This one is called "Why." It's and again the artist is Bronski Beat. This one's called "Why," but their big hit, their most controversial hit, was called "Small Town Boy." Why was it a controversial hit? Well, because it came out in 1984, and it was about the plight of a young gay man and what they went through. They couldn't be authentic because, or he couldn't be authentic because he was having feelings that were not considered to be normal. He was having authentic feelings because he was gay. He knew he was gay, but all those around him didn't agree. So he was bullied, picked on, the usual gay, grown up gay story. Picked on, ostracized by family and friends, and then left to a more accepting community. So that was the big hit in 1984 for the Bronski Beat. They did have other hits after. "Why" was one of them. They did have a hit with, I can't remember her name. But they did have a hit called, a remake of the disco tune by Thelma Houston called "Don't Leave Me This Way." It was a huge hit in 85 or 86. That was a massive hit for them as well. And then Jimmy Somerville, the lead vocalist for this group, went off on his own and had, a pretty successful career doing solo music. But yeah, Bronski Beat was a couple of guys, maybe 4 or 5 guys, out of the UK. But anyways, yeah, this is a 12-inch single of "Why." It's when it came out back in the early 80s, there was no no additional things to make the records cool, like colored vinyl or embossed vinyl covers, that sort of thing. This is what you got, is what you saw. And speaking of back in the 80s, records didn't cost $50. I remember buying singles for anywhere from maybe $5.99 to, for imports, $12.99. And $12.99 seemed a little bit pricey back then, but now singles are like double that. They're maybe 24 to $30 if you're lucky, and albums are now like complete albums are anywhere from $29.99 to $89.99. It's unbelievable how the industry is ripping us off. But I digress. I am going to leave Bronski Beats 12-inch single "Why in Your Mind." Give it a listen. It's a great 80s track. And then we're going to go back to the all the records here. And I think I'm going to pick something from the bottom somewhere. Bottom right. Let's see what we can pick from here. You can't see me. I'm out of the screenshot. But anyways, here I am. And what do I have? I have this record. Whoa, check that out. If you don't know who this is, let me tell you. This album is by a lovely artist by the name of Danielle Ponder. Now, I had no clue who she was. My partner in crime, Jason, he's the one that showed me who this was, or made me listen to it, and she and her voice completely floored me. What a vocalist. She is fantastic. Now, from what I remember, Danielle, I think, was some sort of lawyer. She had a career in law, and she dropped everything and started singing and is now making music. And it's great for us. I mean, too bad for the people that she used to represent in terms of like her law career, but it's fantastic for my ears. So yeah, this album is her self-titled, or her first and only album thus far. It's called Some of Us Are Brave. That's the cover there. It is a gatefold, I believe. Oh, there's Ben. Ben is my dog. He's probably sees somebody outside and is or wants to get into our conversation because he likes Danielle Ponder too, right? Right, Ben? No, he stopped. Anyways, it is a gatefold, so it opens up. There's a picture of her inside there. And then there's the lyric sheet. Well, it's lyrics on the actual vinyl cover. And the album itself is not colored vinyl. It's just a standard black vinyl. Yeah, this came out in 2022. We did purchase this record itself from the artist's website, which I love to do because you're supporting the artist directly and not the record label. Yeah, but anyways, this album, if you have a chance, if you don't have the vinyl, I highly recommend you download it, go to your streaming service, look up Danielle Ponder and give her a listen, and you will be pleasantly surprised. This says here down up at the bottom, this album is dedicated to the beautiful people of Rochester, New York, our neighbors. So I live in Toronto. Rochester, New York is not 2-hour drive, maybe a 2.5-hour drive from here. But she also says, thank you for helping me find my light. So this is great. This is a great album. If you love great female vocalists, I recommend this highly. Okay, so now the last record. What are we going to do? Where are we going to go? I think I'll go this way. Instead of that way, I'm going to go this way and see if I can pick something from over here. Right? Oh, I'm on a camera. You can see my butt. But anyways, let's pick this here. Oh, this is another classic. This is from the early 90s, actually 1990 to be exact. This record, it was epic. And I mean epic, what a word. A very overused word. Anyways, this was an amazing record. I remember I was probably, 21 when this came out, and I was just going to all the clubs well, not just, but we were going to the clubs, and this was a staple back then. Um, most people know World Clique for the hit single "Groove Is in the Heart." It was their biggest hit, but this album itself has some massive dance or club floor fillers. "Power of Love," "Good Beat," "What Is Love," one of my favorites. Um, of course, "Groove Is in the Heart," and then other songs. But yeah, this is a fantastic dance house record. Lady Keir vocals, amazing. Back in a time where there was a lot of lip syncing, she had the voice of an angel, powerhouse, great vocalist. DJ Dimitri, I think, got the group together. And then, of course, Tawate was the recruit from Japan that DJ Dimitri asked to join the group. And he added more eccentricity to this record. Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Delight had several Billboard Club Dance Music #1 hits. I think 6, to be quite frank. I'll have to check on that, but I think it was 6. So they were pretty huge in the dance community. The huge in the gay clubs in New York, where they started out. Very socially aware, very socially conscious. Sang about a lot of environmental issues, but mostly they sang about love. So, yeah, this music, this record, insane, amazing, fun, housey, love, and positive dance tracks. So yeah, the insert has like a comic book strip here. This is actually a special edition. So this one here was actually a limited edition colored vinyl. I can't remember from who. I think it might have been the label, but it's numbered. There were only 500 copies. This is number 144 of the 500. Again, this is the back cover. Very groovy, very 60s fashion inspired. The insert is, like I said, it has the lyric sheet, some comics, fun comics. And then, of course, the album itself is like this fantastic splatter vinyl. So it's like a blue-green splatter. And it's got a bunch of gray, white, black splatter. Right? Amazing record. Amazing. Record Store Days is becoming so very popular. And I'm kind of tired. I mean, as much as I love all genres of music, I get a little frustrated because, my partner and I, we love house music. We love club music. We love all kinds of music, electronic, alternative, whatever. We love all kinds of music, but we do love our house music, our classic house tracks, classic dance groups. Disco. I love disco. So when something like this comes out and is released after the initial release from back in the day, we get very excited and we love it. I don't understand why Record Store Day is filled with a bunch of artists. Well, mainly, many of them I don't know. A lot of special edition records that of artists that I've never heard of. Somebody out there might have, just like Delight. Maybe a lot of people haven't heard of them, but for me, this is a treat. But for as I was saying, in terms of Record Store Day, I would love to have a reissue of some sort of house group or DJ like Todd Terry, Junior Vasquez, or more dance artists like Crystal Waters, Live in Joy, artists from house music artists from back in the day, Robert Owens. Oh, there's so many. I just get Barbara Tucker, um, Lolita Holloway, Martha Wash. Like, why don't they do special record store day releases for those kinds of artists? Maybe because they know they're not going to sell as many. But hey, there's fans of all kind of music genres out there. Let's be equitable and maybe get record companies to kind of like start promoting their dance artists that made them so much money back in the day, like Delight. I mean, these guys worked their asses off, made some great music, but the record label did not want to promote them as they would like stuff that was coming out, you know, back then, grunge, pop, you know, they were R&B, and hip hop was becoming really huge as well. So they wanted to focus on those huge money makers and not underground artists like this. So that disappoints me with Record Store Day. That's all I got for you today. Those are the 5 records I picked today randomly. Maybe I'll do another video next week or in a couple of days and see what else is what other records I can grab. So I'm signing off, man. Me and Ben. There's Ben. We thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you join for more videos to come. Yeah. So peace. Keep the vinyl records alive. Keep music alive, and stay well. Keep spreading love and positivity into the world. See you next time.